The sunfish, or mola, might just be the goofiest creature in the ocean. Not only is it, let's say, unconventional in looks, it's also one of nature's most extreme experiments. Its survival strategy is a mix of bizarre choices, massive bodies, weak defenses, and an appetite for the least nutritious food imaginable. Yet somehow, despite its awkward design, the mola thrives. How does evolution allow this? The mola is built in a way that seems halfway abandoned by natural selection. Its body is tall and circular, with no proper tail, just a rudder-like stub. Two fins on the top and bottom flap in a clumsy wobbling motion that propels it through the water. It's less swimming and more underwater flying, but surprisingly, it can occasionally match the speed of strong swimmers, like salmon or marlins. Sunfish don't have a swim bladder for buoyancy. Instead, they rely on a jelly-like layer of flesh that is mostly water, making them slow and ungainly, but still functional. Their teeth are fused into a parrot-like beak that stays slightly open, combined with large, blank eyes, giving them a permanently stunned expression. Their skin is thick, rubbery, and often covered in mucus, forming a natural armor that's more protective than the creature itself. These enormous fish can grow as large as a car, but most of their bulk is gelatinous, flabby tissue, supported by a minimal skeleton and cartilage. Their bodies host dozens of parasite species, sometimes with smaller parasites living on the larger ones. Small fish often follow the mola, cleaning off parasites for an exchange for a meal. Sunfish also have a quirky habit of floating on their side near the surface. This sunbathing warms them after deep dives and provides a chance for birds and other fish to feast on parasites. While clever, it leaves them vulnerable to collisions with boats. Despite this, their size and tough exterior keep most predators away. Only the hungriest or most determined, like orcas, sharks, or sea lions, bother them, and often regret it. Sunfish are mostly watery, parasite-laden, and not very nutritious, so predators often leave them intact. Sunfish are incredibly gentle. With one of the lowest brain-to-body ratios in the animal kingdom, a car-sized mola has a walnut-sized brain. Their intelligence may be limited, but their harmless nature means they're friendly to humans, sometimes approaching divers to inspect them with their endearingly derpy gaze. Adult sunfish are mostly solitary, drifting alone, though they gather briefly for mating. Female molas produce hundreds of millions of eggs at once, most of which never survive. The larvae that do hatch are tiny, spiny, and adorable, already carrying the classic derp expression. Growth is rapid. They can increase their weight millions of times from larva to adult, a necessity for survival given the enormous predation pressure. Their diet is peculiar. Soft, often jelly-like prey such as jellyfish, ctenophores, and salps. Despite being nearly pure water, sunfish consume them in huge quantities to meet their nutritional needs. Without a swim bladder, molas can dive deeply and surface rapidly, giving them access to a wide range of habitats. They use specialized throat teeth to pull in and process prey efficiently. Though they may seem clumsy, the sunfish is a marvel of evolutionary specialization. Its peculiar form, odd behaviors, and unique diet make it resilient and widely spread across the world's oceans. What looks like incompetence is actually genius adaptation in action. In short, the sunfish is a lovable, chunky, derpy specialist. It's an extraordinary example of how evolution sometimes rewards being different, passive, and seemingly bad at everything. Nature's humor and creativity are on full display in this awkward yet remarkable ocean giant.